Elaine's words made Jacob panicked. He knew about Elaine secretly unlocking his mobile phone, but he thought he had changed the password. Elaine must have guessed it incorrectly, but he did not expect that Elaine knew that he changed the password to Mei Qing's birthday. This made him feel flustered for a while, and at the same time he was afraid for a while. Fortunately, he had set a separate payment password by myself. Otherwise, the money might have been taken away by Elaine. Seeing Jacob's stubbornness, Elaine immediately broke out, and gritted her teeth and cursed, "Aren't you very good these past 2 days? Hit me, scold me, and show me your face. Why are you dumb now? Didn't you let me say that bit of your dirty mind?" Jacob blurted out, "You don't want to talk nonsense here, I don't have any dirty thoughts." "Bullshit." Elaine scolded, "The phone password has been changed to adult birthday, and you told me that you have no dirty thoughts?" Fortunately, the vixen who suffered 1,000 swords has gone to the United States. Otherwise, you can't bear me. Cheating with her? Jacob blushed and said, "Why are you like this? Why is Mei Qing a vixen?" "Back then, Mei Qing and I dealt with each other very well. You got me drunk and had a relationship with me, and she went away from me afterwards. Mei Qing intervenes with a third party. You are a fox, okay?" Elaine said angrily, "I am a fox? My FC King child is from you, I am a fox?" Jacob was also furious, and blurted out, "You are a vixen. If you hadn't had S3X with me when I was drunk, I would have married Mei Qing." As soon as Elaine heard this, she rushed to Jacob's face in 2 steps, went up and slapped him, hysterically scolding, "UFC King dare to call me a vixen, and dare to defend Mei Qing. Elaine fights with you today." Jacob was slapped and trembling with anger. He kicked Elaine to the side and pointed to her nose and cursed, "I have tolerated you for more than 20 years. I have had enough of you. We will get divorced immediately. We just moved into the villa right away, and there are many bedrooms. We will separate first before we go through the divorce procedures." Elaine was kicked and sat on the ground, crying loudly, "Jacob, you ungrateful bastard, I have been with you for so many years and have suffered so much. You still think about other women. Now you have to divorce me. I want my daughter to make the decision for me." After finishing speaking, she cried loudly in the direction of the door, "My dear daughter, you have to call the shots for your mother. Your mother is wronged. Your father is not a thing." At this time, Claire was setting up the study room on the 2nd floor with Charlie. When she heard the upstairs crying and noisy, Claire hurriedly said, "It's broken, they're fighting again." After speaking, she rushed out the door. Of course Charlie followed closely behind. The two hurried upstairs, and as soon as they entered master bedroom on the 3rd floor, they saw Elaine sitting on the ground, crying, tears blurred, and at the same time slapped the ground with both hands, crying, "My dear girl, you came. If you don't come, your mother will let your dad, this unscrupulous bastard, be beaten to death." Claire hurriedly wanted to help her, and at the same time asked, "What's wrong with you? The new house has just been finished. Isn't it very happy occasion? Why are you two arguing again?" Elaine pointed at Jacob and cried and said, "Your dad, shameless, changed his mobile phone password to the birthday of his first love. Just now he pointed to my nose and called me a vixen. I was pregnant with you back then, and he has long been flying with his first love. He dislikes his wife." When Claire heard this, she was really uncomfortable, and hurriedly asked Jacob, "Dad, is what Mom said is true?" Jacob's expression was extremely ugly and embarrassed. He didn't know how to explain it. He did change the phone password to Mei Qing's birthday, and he did call Elaine a vixen. However, Elaine is really vicious. He never said anything to dislike his daughter. So he could only bite the bullet and explained, "Claire, what I told your mother about us back then was not against you. Dad never disliked you." Claire didn't know the stories back then, and couldn't help but say a little bit of dissatisfaction, "Dad, I don't care what happened between you and Mom, and whether there was still between you and Mom. The third one, I only know that you have married more than 20 years ago. This is a marriage of your own choice. You must give this marriage enough respect. Like you, changing your mobile phone password to the birthday of your first lover is an infidelity to your marriage. If you don't love your wife or hate your wife, you can divorce your wife and pursue your own happiness, but you can't just do something like this before a marriage is over. Jacob suddenly felt helpless. He also knew that his daughter was right, and that he did not divorce Elaine, so he changed the phone password to the birthday of his first love, which really shouldn't be. So he said ashamed, "Claire, you were right about this. Dad did a bad job. Dad apologizes to you." Claire said, "You should apologize to Mom, not me." Jacob can only bite the bullet and say to Elaine, "My fault. I shouldn't change the password to Mei Qing's birthday, nor should I do it with you. I will review." Elaine succeeded, and immediately said, "You immediately change your mobile phone password to my birthday, and then change your bank login password and payment password to my birthday." Jacob rebuked, "Aren't you just trying to control money? What's the point of acting in so many dramas?" Elaine made a strong argument. "I don't want to manage money. I hope you will give me the respect I deserve." Jacob nodded and said, "Okay. You want the password changed, right? I will change it now." After finishing speaking, he immediately took out his mobile phone, advanced to mobile banking, and transferred the remaining tens of thousands to Charlie, and then changed the password to Elaine's birthday. After finishing all these, Jacob said coldly, "Okay, I have changed everything. Are you satisfied?"